Hello, good day, and welcome to today's newspaper review. My name is Ima, your host, and I am delighted to be here and to have you here today. Whew, how are you? How are you doing? I hope it's a good day going for you. We have come to midweek, and it's good to know that we are all still in one piece, especially to those in Nigeria. I am thanking God on your behalf, and I am delighted to have you join me for today's broadcast. In the comment section, you have the link. If you'd like to join the live broadcast, please click on the link and let's do the needful by sharing and by liking this broadcast so that YouTube will share this message or allow this message to be easily accessed by people. Yeah, thank you very much. Good morning, Mary Kimade. How are you today? I hope you're well. Good morning, Evans. Evans, good morning. No, we are not late. We've moved the time from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Newspaper review is now for 10 a.m. Nigerian time. 10 a.m. Nigerian time. Yes, please, Evans, how are you? Oh, so I still have not been seeing you for some time now. Please come on. Osa Igbovo, good morning to you. How are you? How have you been? Your name is such a delight for me. It's good to have you here today. Good morning, Maki Rabo. How are you? Mommy Diaspora, the mommy of all mommies. Good morning to you, Ma. Thank you for being here and thank you for always supporting. Thank you so very much. Good morning to my people in the comment section. Thank you for always being here. When I come on live, I'm always so excited to know that people are here already. Thank you. Um, we have our panelists joining in. So now this is the kind of this thing I like. The earlier you join, the more time we have to dissect the topics for the day. Good morning, brother Nice. Thank you for joining in today. How are you today?
Yeah, good morning. I'm fine. And you?
I'm well, thank you. I'm well, thank you. Thank you very much. Brother Nice. Please make
Thank
sure
you.
Mike will get back to you. Go to the
All
topic
right.
of today. Oh, events. Oh, okay. I know the shift in time is going to affect, especially those that are not in Nigeria. But please make out time to follow us. It's very important that you know what is happening in the country. It's very very important. Today we have quite heartbreaking. We have quite heartbreaking headlines here today. I tell you, I have um I have my roll of tissue close by because I have been teary while going through the headlines today. Good morning, Alaji Sani. Good morning to you. How are you today?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Thank you very much for joining us, sir. Please mute your mic. We'll get back to you. Good morning, Mr. Charles. Good morning, Mr. Charles. Thank you for joining in today. How are you, sir?
I'm very well, and you?
I'm well, thank you, sir. Cheers to life. Thank you very much. We'll get back to you, sir. Please mute your mic. Good morning, Johnson Emmanuel. How are you? I am well, thank you. I hope you're well too. Thank you. Jeku Ibezim, good morning to you. How are you doing? I hope you're well. Good morning, Mr. Collins. Good morning. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. It's good to have you here. Thank you. Agugom Victor Ikenna, good morning to you. How are you? I hope you're well. Yes. Edo Lightwatch, good morning. Another bright day. I tell you, another bright day, but the headline news is it's quite a gloomy one. Okay, let's move into the business of the day. Our first headline is our first paper is Sponge. COVID 19 case COVID-19 cases jumped by 67% in 2 weeks. That's alarming. That's alarming. What's happening? Have we stopped taking safety measures? Please, let's not forget that regardless of time and publicity, COVID-19 remains deadly. Please, let's do the needful. Let's observe all measures, all safety measures. Wash your hands, sanitize your hands, keep safe distance from people, and less crowded places, your nose masks, and everything that you can to stay safe. Please do so. Do so. It is very important that you do so. Lagos NARD won against laxity, demand protective measures. That's right. Coronavirus not on holiday. It is still around, says virologist group. That's very right. Fidelity Bank takes over three discos. Federal government intervenes. If you want further on that story, you find it on page 21 of the Punch paper. Terrorist attack Buhari's advance team kills two policemen. Should I say that again? Terrorist attack Buhari's advance team kill two policemen. We know that the president was supposed to, or he is supposed to. I don't know if he's going to be bold enough to still take that trip. Supposed to be in his hometown Dara for the Salah celebration, and this was supposed to be his convoy going ahead of him to make sure that everything is put together. I mean, with the insecurity issue on the rise, he deemed it wise to do that, and there was still an attack on his advanced team. Lagos, Kaduna, FCT, Ogun lead telecom subscribers growth. State chairman rejects Wike's camp anti-IU's plot. It looks like the PDP crisis would linger much more, and I hope they know that this would affect their chances at the election. I'm sure they have people. I'm sure they have people that are thinking, or they know what to do, and I hope they do what they have to do. NSIA foreign firms signed $50 million anti-carbon deal. Debt, inflation, forex killing economy. LCCI warns federal government. Presidential poll. Obi Kwankwaso's negotiations dead, says Okupe. Dwayne Okwe has come to say that he doesn't know why they are still lingering on this. That they ended discussions with Kwankwaso's team since 15th of June, and they don't know why they are coming out to make it look like Obi is begging them, or Obi needs them, or they're still in talks. Supporters of Obi have come out to say, distance yourself from this man and let's know what is truly happening. Because all of these things, they come off as talks, gossips, side talks, um, unfounded truth, misrepresenting the party or pressing. And if people are coming out to say, if this is it, let us know this is it. And if it is not it, let us know. You need to stop dancing around Kwankwaso. And the team has come out now to say, Tony Okube is I think, the chairman convener for the campaign for Peter Obi, and he has come out to say that the negotiations are dead, and all of this ended since 15th of June. Gunmen abduct Chinese at Kwara Quarry, kill policeman. Another bloodshed on our land, my people. Another bloodshed on the land. 1,300 Kano intending pilgrims still stranded. I think they should give up already at this point. Khan disowns Ondo pastor arrested for alleged abduction. The story I brought to you some days back of a pastor that allegedly abducted or hypnotized lots of his members that they were found in the basement of the church. And some parents said some of their words had left the house since January, that they were going to church. Some left since March, and they've been there for quite some time. And even when they were released, some said they will not leave until the pastor is also released. Khan has come to disown that pastor. Lagos couple lose 4 children to midnight fire. Oh, this is such a loss. Condolences and our heartfelt prayers to the couple. May God give them the fortitude to bear this loss. This is a great loss. Subsidy probe. Rep summon Emefiele, Silva, Ahmed, and Kyari. Yes, they should. That's it about Punch. We'll be moving on to the next one, and that's his Tribune. Terrorists attack Buhari's advance team in Katsina. My people, let me let me just finish with this headline, then we'll talk about this. Ambush kill area commander, one other. 12 killed as bandits, vigilantes clash in Plateau. Your absence from investigative hearing attempts to frustrate House probe, Speaker tells CBN and NNPC. As Rep summons Silva, Kyari orders over fuel consumption probe. Controversial for controversial 4.194 trillion naira subsidy payment. Accountant General's office opens up. Is this not the same accountant general that they said 80 million that was involved in the 80 million um, probe too? Deduction of subsidy from source in breach of 1999 constitution, says Rep. LCCI advocates for subsidy removal, increased domestic refining. We will call off strike immediately if FG accepts UTA's honors 2009 agreement. Oil gas industry under siege. That's from OPEC. Workers threaten to shut down port operation at Nigeria's largest containers terminal. NSIA signs $50 million carbon reduction deal with Dutch firm Vitol. FG to Buhari. It is time for our looted artifacts to return home. Hajj. NACO transports 29,128 pilgrims, 920 officials in 73 flights. Atiku's absence amid crisis causes anxiety among PDP stakeholders. As I said earlier, it looks like the chaos in PDP's house will tarry longer than they anticipated, or than we or that people of Nigeria even wish for it too. As IU faces move to house team, missing certificate. I had second best result in 1976. That is from Okowa. Governor Okowa, we don't need to know if you were the second best overall. I mean, oh, even good for you. You made quite a mark during your time. So I'm sure it will be easier. It will be way easier for you to retrieve this document of yours. Brother Nice, please unmute yourself. But
Yeah, I'm here.
this is for you. Now, with this attack on the presidential advance convoy, we've been eating on insecurity mostly on this on our broadcast because it carries the most weight. And I don't think ever in since Nigeria regained our independence, I don't think such has ever been done. This is the first time. If I am wrong, I stand to be corrected because I really would want to know. I am not here to criticize the government. I truly want to know. I am just a concerned citizen whose only home is Nigeria. I don't think that this has ever happened before to a sitting president. What's your take on the president's advance convoy being attacked by bandits?
Yeah, it's a good news. It's a welcome development. Well, even said I was even waiting that I should even hear the news that they killed him, so that we will know, we will fast forward the election, so that we will know that it's time to organize another new presidential thing. So it's unfortunate that there was not a victim. It's so painful. So
I mean, does this not say that there is an informant even in Asorok? There is an informant everywhere.
I'm
This
telling you.
does that not say
Okay,
that there
carry
is
on.
an informant?
Yeah, that's what even Goodluck Jonathan said it. Even in his own administration, Goodluck Jonathan said it that there's Boko Haram. So all those our administration, both the past and the present, Boko Haram is in their government. You understand? These people are working with those Boko Haram, with those bandits. You understand? So it's not a new thing. It's just that Buhari time, because they did not want to tackle that problem of this insecurity, of this informants that is working in their government. That is why the thing now escalates. in the administration of Buhari. Goodluck Jonathan time, Goodluck Jonathan still handled them with hot hand. That is why it did not escalate in the time of Goodluck Jonathan. But Buhari now caressed them with the rest governor from the north. They caressed all those people, both the one in their government. They did not arrest them and put them in prison. They left all of them, even to the extent that America even gave this administration information that there is a ISS that is moving from this Middle East, coming to install their this thing, jihadists in Nigeria. But they did not take it serious, this Buhari government. So this thing has been there. It's just that the past previous government, they handled them with hot hand. You know, they take a swift action. But this man that is there now, and he's not doing anything about it. He's just in Aso Rock, eating and sleeping. He's the most president that have paid ransom to bandits. This is the most administration that have paid ransom to bandits than the previous ones. So those are the reasons why all those bandits now grow wings. You know, to the extent that they now have the might to attack a convoy that is escorting a president. This is history.
Nice. But nice, there was a theory that this government, Buhari's government, is petting this bandit because there is a supposed agenda playing out. So this attack on his advanced convoy, could it be a disguise? Could it be a disguise, or this is where we say,
Okay, let me. Okay, finish your question.
Now I'm saying, do you think that this is a disguise just for for the presidency to make us believe that even him is being attacked, his hands are tied, or could it be that it truly doesn't have the power, or it truly doesn't know what to do, or there are truly forces above him that is running the affairs of the country, as other people has been, this has been people's submission that the president has to work, that they are not in charge, that there is, these people are coming from somewhere else to do this.
Okay, let me explain something to you clearly. This is not a disguise. This is a calculated attack. Do you know the mission of Boko Haram? The mission of Boko Haram is like what happened in Afghanistan. They want to eliminate the recent president so that they will take over power. They will not become the president of Nigeria. They will install an Islamic country. Nigeria will not become Islamic country, just like what they did as they chased away the president in Afghanistan. That's what they want to do. That is their mission. So they don't discriminate when they want to do anything. All this Islamic caliphate. If they have opportunity to kill all the minister and the president, they can do it. They will take over Aso Rock. Before you will know it, they will just announce that they are now the president of Nigeria. The chief of Boko Haram will tell you that he's the president now with his soldiers. He will not start telling all the old Nigerians to start wearing this thing, Islamic clothes. Even you and I now, if we don't dress the way they dressed in the northern side of Nigeria, that person will be amputated. If you steal, they will kill you. That is what they want to install. You understand? In Nigeria. So they see the government of the day as a Western government. They don't sympathize with the same government. You understand? So if they have the chance, they want to even take over power so that they now install Nigeria as Islamic country. That is the mission of Boko Haram. So it's not this attack that happened to Buhari is not a disguise. It's their mission. You understand? So
okay,
that is what I want you to understand. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Please mute yourself. I'll get back to you, sir. Mr. Charles, please unmute yourself, Mr. Charles. What's your submission on the attack on the president's advanced convoy? Mr. Charles. Okay, I'll move on to Mr. Collins if you're here. Mr. Collins.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, sir. What's
Yeah,
your
good morning.
submission on the attack on Mr. President's advance convoy?
Yeah, first of all, I want to send my condolence to people who lost their life yesterday. I want to send my condolence to them and their family. You understand? To every Nigeria who have lost one of their loved ones, I just send their condolence to them. So for me, looking at the attack yesterday, we have to believe in what the government said. You have to believe them. So if you don't believe them, we shouldn't be reading the news. So it's just to show you the level the security is in Nigeria. So if the presidential convoy can be attacked, it means that you're no place is safe. That's the level. For me, if it's not true, I don't think they should make up a such story because making up a such story is going to affect. Well, it's going to also affect their own government because now you're making people to believe they are not even safe. So for me, I don't think it's something that happened. So that to show you that no place in safe in Nigeria. So if government house can be attacked, if a president can be attacked, means that we as individual, you have to be careful how you move. So for me, it's not a new thing. And also concerning the incident that happened in Lagos at the fire of a thing. So I'm having pity for the family. I don't believe that God should console their family as well. That is the way of Nigeria. Things happen. This is why we are praying for a better Nigeria because if it's in a Western world, such a thing, before you know, maybe the fire people could have gone there before the whole thing. But because of the situation of the country, something happen, nobody can rush to attend it. So that is why we find ourselves in that situation. I just see back to the panel for the meantime.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Charles, are you back? Okay. Mr. Tunanja, good morning, sir. Thank you for joining this broadcast. Good to have you here.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, about the this in attack on the
President's
president.
advance convoy.
Yeah, this is something I feel very, very strongly about national security, and I think Nigerians we still haven't woken up, and it scares the living daylight out of me, given that we as a people have experienced this in enslavement, colonization, and everything, and we still don't take our security seriously. Who is going to defend our country if we don't defend it? It doesn't even make sense. I've been crying about this for a very, very long time. Once I discovered that our nations are not defended like normal nations, one Nigerian soldier has to defend almost 2,000 citizens. I don't know about you. Have you stood in front of 50 people mob? 2,000 soldiers is what one Nigerian soldier has to defend. It means even ShopRite has a better amount of security versus the number of people in the shops than Nigeria. We don't defend our people. We leave our countries undefended. We spend as much money going to watch movies as we spend on our defense. This is not normal. This is not what other people are
Mr.
doing.
Mr. Tunanja, but this week on during my live broadcast, I've been asking my panelists in a very realistic form. Kindly state how you expect us to protect ourselves, the people of Nigeria to protect themselves, because these two governors, the Ondo and Zamfara, has come out to say that people should start carrying arms to defend themselves, and that is not feasible. Someone said they might not even have the money, and I'm saying, how do we even really protect ourselves? You see, we have cases where the soldiers will get these bandits, they arrest them, and the presidents will give them a presidential pardon, rehabilitate them, and send them back, or did I send them to the army and or send them back to the streets. Now, if you are saying we Nigerians are joking with our security, how do you think we should do this? Even the vigilantes, the local vigilantes, they are trying to do this. States have come out to say, let's have state community, let's have community police. And the government have refused them that. So when you say that we are joking, how do you mean? How do you mean?
What I'm saying is that the intelligentsia, the ones that are intelligent enough and know this data, they are not telling people the truth. Even the government is lying to the people. They know full well our country is not founded like a normal nation. This is not how a nation is. Look at Egypt, just North Africa here, not a black country, has got 700,000 soldiers. Nigeria has got 200,000 and active 100,000. Egypt has got 700,000 and they're half of our population. That is in Africa here. Algeria, if I give you Algeria 700,000 and just about 40 something million people, they have 700,000 soldiers. We are not, if we don't do our due diligence, like even just standard level of international this is security, if we don't even do that, what do you expect to see? What we are seeing now is what we are paying for. We are not taking our security seriously. It's not even about local everybody defending themselves, because that is uncontrolled. It's going to cause more problems. In a country that is already poor, you give people with weapons. What are you asking for? You're asking for anarchy. In a country where people are so tribal, you give people weapons. The only way to defend your country is to have a military and a this is police force and an intelligence service, a strong this in custom service. Then you have it's a strong this in a legal system. You have a properly functioning country. Right now, what we are doing is a recipe for anarchy. And for me, I'm not even asking for like advanced stuff. All we need is basic security to allow the state to function. We are not even doing that. If Nigerians decide to pay 2,000 naira every month, which is not up to $10 at all, not even close, every month, do you know the kind of security we are going to get? We are going to raise a very, very big military to defend the country, where everybody can be able to go outside in the middle of the night and feel safe. But we don't even think like that. That's how it's supposed to be. There's no, why should we be scared in our own country? Many people in Europe cannot come back home because they are scared. Even when they come back home, they don't show off what they've got, because they are scared that, oh, if they come out, they will be kidnapped, or something is going to go wrong. Because our fellow Nigerians are scared, and we forget that this is jobs we are creating. When you recruit 1,000,000 soldiers, you are creating jobs immediately for them. At the same time, people have to service that military. They have to build houses for that military. They have to buy uniforms for that military. That's a lot of jobs, hundreds of thousands of jobs you are creating. We are deliberately stifling ourselves, and I think the governments, they know this, and they are serving other masters. That is why they keep Africans weak, especially black nations. This is a black nation problem. This is not any other people's problem. Look at black countries and see how their military readiness is. It's terrible. It's not normal. There are countries out there in Asia that are about 5 million. 1 million of them are involved in the military one way or the other. 1 million out of 5 million. That's 20% of the population involved in the military. If you go to Israel, everybody has to train militarily. Why do we think we should be less paranoid than any of those people? Have we not been enslaved before? Have we not been attacked before? Have we not been colonized before? Why are we so relaxed? What is wrong with our men? Our primary duty is to defend our women, children, and land, our inheritance. This is a land that is the most blessed in the world, and we take it for granted. For me, in my mind wants to blow up when I see the way our Nigerians think and our people think. We don't even take ourselves seriously. People that are protecting dry land take their land seriously than we do. What is wrong with us? I yield the mic, please.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that submission, Mr. Tunaija. Welcome, Big Uyi. Good morning. Please unmute your mic. Let us know where you're joining us from. Hello. Thank you for joining the broadcast. Can you hear me? We can't hear you if you're saying anything.
Hello, can you hear me now?
This is better. Good day, sir. Thank you for joining. Where are you joining us from, please?
Thank you very much. I'm joining from the UK.
Okay, thank you. If you've been following, we're talking about the attack on the presidential advance convoy. This is a slap on us Nigerians. What's your submission on this, sir?
That hurt is something everyone needs to be scared about, because the whole attack has been happening around the states in Nigeria, but now it's like they're taking it to the doorstep. So I think my advice to Nigeria president is probably the way they've been handling the insecurity problem in Nigeria. And another thing they have to consider is probably how they can be able to empower the security. We're talking about the military and probably the police and other security agencies. As you can, we normally watch probably the some of the attack people are carrying on. We've seen probably the kind of weapon they use. So, like, I want to use myself for an example. I cannot be a military man. You're giving me an Orca made. You want me to go and fight someone who's using AK-49. So, I think it's high time Nigeria should be able to buy more sophisticated weapons for the military and probably look after their welfare. Because an hungry man cannot go to a battlefield and you expect the you expect that military personnel to come back with a good result. So this thing is so scary. I need to admit to that. We know insecurity is nearly everywhere in the country, but the one we are having in Nigeria is so scary. We can imagine the one that happened the other day. Some persons going to the church to is so annoying, is so sympathetic, and every one of us we are all scared. So now I think is an opportunity for everyone to stand up to their rights, to be able to put in someone who can be able to bring Nigeria back to itself. I remember when we were growing up, we've never heard of these things, we've never seen these things like, but now it's so scary. Everyone that live outside Nigeria, we are all scared to go back home. If you go back to your house, maybe you are from Benin or probably you get to Lagos, you are going by road to Benin. Say, you leave everything in you, you just submit it to God because you don't even know if you're going to arrive to your state. Abuja, even the Abuja or Kenya Road is something that there's no place you can just figure out in our country that is safe. This is a slap to our government. I'm really I'm really scared. You know, at times I remember where I used to work. Some persons start asking, "Oh, where are you from?" I tell them, "Oh, I'm from Nigeria." "Oh, we like to visit." Do you think I'll be bold enough to say, "Oh, I'm going to holiday. Do you want to come with me?" No, I won't say that. You understand? But the thing is, our government should stand up to their responsibility. Security is one of our rights. This is something we should be proud of. But now we have nothing to talk about when it comes to security issue. So for now, let me just allow other people to make that point. Thank you very much.
We cannot hear you, Iman. We can't hear you. Your mic is mute.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, brother. Nice. Thank you. Bigui, thank you for joining this broadcast. Thank you. We are here 10 a.m. Monday to Saturday and 5 p.m. Monday to Thursday for talk, and then 6 p.m. for discussions every Friday. But because of how with the back-to-back events we're having politically with the insecurity and everything, will be here from Monday to Sunday. So please turn on your notification so that every time we come on live, you would be notified and you'll be here to get the information firsthand from us. Thank you very much. Mr. Insibidi, thank you for joining in today. Welcome to today's broadcast. Please unmute yourself and give your submission. We are talking about the attack on the presidential advance convoy. The president is, I don't know if to say was or is, because we don't even know if he's going to make that trip anymore. Supposed to be in Dara by Friday for the Salah celebration, but with all of this happening, I'm not sure it's going to make that trip. So, what do you think about this? This insecurity has gotten to the apex. It has gotten to the number one person in Nigeria. It looks. Is this a war? Is there a war brewing? Is there a war brewing? Should we be ready? Should our military be ready? Should our I'm sure they have security intelligence. Don't they have security intelligence in this country? How hard is it for us to get the mole? There has to be an informant everywhere, even in Aso Rock. Mr. Nsubidi, what's your submission to all of this? If you are still with us.
Yes,
Okay.
good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm hearing like a feedback. I don't know if it's from your side or someone is unmuted. But
Please,
it's
if you're
okay.
not the one. speaking. Please kindly mute yourself, please. Thank you.
All right. So, what I can say is that I don't know if you can hear me, Ima.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So, what I can say is that the willingness to fight this insecurity, or should I say the shortcomings, or it has been because of the whole thing, or let me just put it this way: the whole thing is have been maligned by politicians. Because even if you listen to, I don't know if you listen to that clip of that recording, that voice, is it call record between Shetima and the governor of Oyo State, you discover that these people are playing politics with the lives of the citizens of Nigeria. It's all political. It's all political. The terrorism might not or may not have the political, origin, but the willingness to fight it and why it has not been stopped is political, because these people, there's nothing anyone can say. They have said it clearly. Several different people in government, people in the highest form of government. The same Shetima is the same one now that will likely be Tinubu's running mate as vice presidential running mate. The same Shetima. I don't know if you've ever seen that. If you see it, you will be shocked that this is what is coming out from people that are in the highest form of politics in Nigeria, talking about all manner of things that if another person say, you will say this is conspiracy theories. But that is what somebody is saying. His whole problem is still in his head, in their head, and this is the mentality of some of those politicians of the north. Or in their head, there's still a war between Igbo and Hausa, and sorry, and the north, the southeast and the north. You understand? So it's just crazy. I'm not saying that that's how the northern people, many of them, reason, but this is what. Imagine if some of the people in in the positions of in public offices in the north is thinking this way, then how would they? That is exactly how they are influencing the the political direction of the north. And according to him, every other person is Igbo from the south, apart from the Yorubas. Maybe the south and the southeast is grouping all of them as one. So, but what I'm trying to say is this: the politicians are playing games, because we've had several times how these people have come out and say that the man said, even if anything that is happening in the north, they are not going to fight it because it's their people. When Jonathan was fighting insecurity in the north, what did they do? They said that he's trying to deplete their population, that he
They
should
didn't
stop.
respond. They didn't respond. I remember there was a conference where they for northern governors. They didn't come out.
Imagine these people went to America, to Obama, and go and campaign there, and just all manner of lies. They spent huge amount of money to lobby against Jonathan's administration, and they influenced American government decision to not even sell arms to fight insecurity in the north, because of the propaganda and the lies that the government is trying to deplete their population systematically. Can you imagine that? Jonathan, that was busy building Almajiri schools everywhere in the north, that people are even accusing him of doing more for the north. So we can see that these people are not even honest at all with their own state of security. Even one of them, who is the highest, this administration, didn't Buhari come out and say that um, an attack on Boko Haram is an attack against the North? So these people are playing politics, and unfortunately, they've done that to their own detriment. They've done that to their own detriment. I'm not saying it's only the North that is facing insecurity, but we have seen how even some of the insecurity there is now spilling over, coming to the, if it has spilled, not spilling, to the
Spreading.
south.
And that would bring about the question I would like for you to answer, sir. Um, how do they
Yeah.
move about? Because do they dress up like normal people? How do they move their weapons about? How do they move their instruments about? How do they travel? How do they move from this place to how do they get to how do they get to our community? How do they move from the north? How do they travel? Are people not seeing this? Are the community of are their host community? Are they supporting them?
Yeah, thank you. Is the same naivety and um, unseriousness of especially the South, because they still believe. I'm telling you, even what I'm saying now, you will find one Southern person now that will come out and start shouting, "It's not about the North. It's not." Because this is how we are. I don't think we think we are more educated than people that are in that position themselves. I don't understand. I don't want to mention name. We were here the other day where somebody came and was telling me that no, that it's not something about the north, and are you more informed than a two-term president of Obasanjo? Are you more informed than the former governor of Borno State, Shetima, that said it with his mouth that the plan on ground? How many times did he say it? That what he said, he told us what APC will do, and we are surprised that they chose Tinubu. He said that they are going to form an economic partnership with the North and the West. So it will be Northwest. That everything they will be doing will be sharing the North. It will be an economical partnership between the North and the West. That's APC's agenda. He said this is the plan on ground. This is the man on APC. So if we are saying that it's a lie, it's a conspiracy theory, how is it a conspiracy theory when the man is saying it with his own mouth? And this is the same person that has been shortlisted because Babagana Zulum have withdrew from that Tinubu whatever. Now this is the man now that will be most likely Tinubu's vice presidential running mate. So the thing is that there is a systemic, and also, okay, to your question, most of the people in the South are naive. They are still playing politics. They think they are more educated and they are more informed than people that are in those positions themselves. And now, when they see these people with their agenda and everything, we still think that it's all conspiracy theories, and we are not taking our security serious. And even if you're talking about vigilante groups and regional security outfits, there needs to be a synergy between everybody in the community and those groups. Get weapons to defend yourselves. And this thing that some of us keep saying that we have given up, nothing will happen, nothing will happen. We need to understand that these people, as much as they have been mismanaging our resources and mismanaging the life and livelihood of our people, the youths, the people still have the power to take back their country, because at the end of the day, these people are not the owners of Nigeria. They are just the ones that are, you know, they've mismanaged it quite all right. They are the ones at the affairs, but they are not the owners. So people can still decide, but it takes a political revolution. It takes a revolution, to be honest, for you to be able to take back this power from these people. You have to
Okay.
decide that this is your country, because at the end
All
of the
right.
day, these politicians cannot. How many are they? Altogether, are they up to 3,000 or 4,000? You understand? I mean, top politicians. So how will they now determine what will happen to about 100 million youths across the entire country? So we need to understand that we can take this thing back. And for this insecurity, what happened to the president convoy and all that, this thing is the result of playing politics. They think everything they are doing according to that Shetima's call. Please, anyone that have not listened to it, I encourage that person to go and listen. According to him, these people think that they are fighting some ideological war or whatever war with the Igbos or with the Southeast and South. So they are doing it at their own detriment. They can't fight politics enough because they believe that they need those people. They believe that they can use them to their own advantage. So they even want them to remain in darkness. That's why you find out that they don't even want to develop the human capacity of many of their people. You understand? So they are playing politics with their own security, unfortunately, just because of they are trying to score a point against
All right,
the
Mr.
South.
Nsibidi. Thank you for that submission. We'll move to some
Iman,
other person. We'll get back. We'll come back
Iman
to you,
is
please. Yes, better nice.
Iman.
Yes, better nice.
Yeah,
Yes, please.
do you want me to add to that your question that you asked?
Okay.
Okay. First of all, these people they came from the north to all those south to southeast to invade those places through cow rearing, and some of them come as a farmers. So they come with different kind of things. Some of them they will say that they are coming to become a bike riders to earn a living in Lagos. So when they comes, that is not their mission, but use that as a cover up. So when they come to all those states, then they will go into the bush and install themselves inside the forest. They will start kidnapping. That is how they come from the north.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for answering that question, Brother Nice. Thank you. Please mute your mic. I'll get back to you. Mr. Kennedy, good morning to you, sir. Thank you for joining this broadcast. Please make your submission. If you've been following, we're talking about the attack on the president's advance convoy that took
Thank you.
place just recently.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Eman. Ima, right? Um,
Yes.
the fact is, the last speaker before this guy that said he wanted to add some few points to what he said, the last speaker actually spoke almost everything I wanted to say. I want to congratulate him for being very vibrant. I think he knows everything that is going on. In 2014, there was a video that circulated on air. If anybody wants to grab the video, the person should go there and grab the video. And it's still on the internet when Pastor Boson spoke about all this rubbish that they were trying to propagate. And that is what is going on actually. And the one the speaker spoke about too, about this Shetima, and I think it was tagged Kunle or something, and that's about the governor. So everything is there. It has been obvious, and you see that when are you back now? Okay,
Yes, I'm with you, sir.
okay. You see that when Jonathan was attacking Boko Haram, even the incumbent president now said the attack on Boko Haram is attack on the entire north. So are we actually sure that the convoy, the presidential convoy, was attacked? That is my question. Are we sure, or is just a scam, or is just a political stunt to make us believe that even the president was attacked? That he's not with these bandits and all that. And you see, Kuje prison too was attacked, and almost all the images were released. So we don't even know. We in the south, we don't even know what is going on. And to the area where you said there are people in the south, are we not aware how are these people coming to our areas, our environment? You see, these people they have been caught so many times, and the police they refuse to respond. The military they refuse to respond. I said it before. Retired Brigadier General Danjuma has said it. Retired former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo has said it. What else do we want to know? I think there's a gang up, there's the accomplice, in this whole game. Former President or head of state Sani Abacha said, if insurgency persists for more than 24 hours, you know that the government is involved. This is the truth. It's very simple. So we don't know what is going on. I think the youth should get up, to stand up and take over their country back. Let's see what is going to happen. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for that submission, Mr. Kennedy, and thank you for the file you sent to me yesterday. Thank you very much. That was very insightful. Also, we there was an attack, government attack, Kuje prison, and it is reported that bandits released 150 criminals. 150 criminals. So 150 criminals as are back out there on the streets. I think with all of these happenings, the state should be it should there should be a state of emergency already. I think there should already.
There are people out there trying to undermine our country, and because they know if they undermine Nigeria, Africa will be set back decades. And how, I don't understand. All our professors, all our so-called intelligentsia, what they have done, they are total failures. I just can't believe it. I'm a black man, and I feel like I want to exterminate them. They are terrible. What kind of people are these? All these professors, 6 months they have not been at school, and when they come back to school, when they want to come back, they still have to get paid for doing no job. They convince the people that they are helping them, and these in minds that they have, how can they not be able to tell the country and come up with a policy and say, you know what, our country is being undermined. You have to do better than we are doing. We spend so much money on iron bars on our doors, windows, gates, fence. We pay estate levy because we now live in bigger estates. We pay estate levy for our security. Everything, we buy our own generator. Everything, we do it individually. But as a group, our IQ is extremely low. A Nigerian can go from here to America today and they will outperform because they will shine. What is going on inside our country is that we are being undermined, and our people, our leaders are lying to us. They've been lying to us from the beginning. They will never had independence. They've been
Mr.
lying. They
Tunanja,
never made any
do you
attempt.
think the people, Mr. Tunanja, do you think the people are laid back, or you think the government are not giving the people room for expression? You don't think this
Maybe,
is the
maybe,
government
maybe a bit of
undermining
both.
us and not we?
Maybe a bit of both, because
Okay.
because the people have to also understand they have a responsibility. Every other people that have done this, their people took difficult decisions, very very tough decisions. In many cases, like in the case of China, millions died. In the case of Russia, millions died. These people felt enough is enough. We are not having this nonsense anymore, and we are going to fix this land. And whatever it cost us, we are going to do it. And when I watch the videos of the cruelty that was meant out by these people to their fellow human beings, I wonder what will make a human being get to this point. Now I'm beginning to understand how people get there. Because I look at our men today, I say, what is wrong with these people? You hear what many of the speakers talk about. They keep talking about tribes and all this, and the other side is talking about tribes. In a world where people are talking about hypersonic missiles, space missions to Mars, quantum computing, and artificial intelligence, we are still navel gazing. After 500 years of being subordinate to foreign powers, and we've still not gotten our head together. What are all these professors doing?
You know, Mr. Tunanja, I agree with you that we, the people, we've been very nonchalant and we've been carried away by frivolities and things that does not even matter. I agree with you that the things that are even being discussed in the house, the bills that are even passed, are really unnecessary and totally outdated. And it's a good thing that there is this awakening in Nigeria sphere amongst the youth and every other person, and we would do better going forward. I only hope that all of this is not sabotaged come the 2023 election. I'd like to
This is
take
why I keep
this
telling the people. Let
news.
me just say this one quickly. This is why I've been saying that the people have to make demands, direct demands, smart demands. Because if you don't make demands, the politicians will make their own demand. They will tell you what you want. They will tell you what everything you need to hear, and they will do what they want. Because the people they are serving are not the people. If you want to make them serve you, you have to pull them and tell them this is exactly what I want. If you don't give it to me, you're going to have a problem with me. You have to. If you don't do these things, they will serve their masters. They've been doing it from the beginning. They are not going to stop now until the people become the master of their leaders.
Mr. Tunaja.
Yeah.
Mr. Tunaja, this thing that you are talking, you are making points. I'm not seeing where you're coming from. The last time I disagree with you, what you just said now, I see what you are coming from. I can take example from what happened in Ukraine. I don't know if you know the leader of Azov, that movement they call Azov.
Yeah, I've heard of the
in Ukraine. That is what that guy did. This was the reason he created that movement, Azov. He went to their parliament to tell their politicians to change the system of their politics. You understand? That they were so corrupt to that extent that nobody could hold them responsible, the politicians. This guy did it. He created that movement. And that movement, he told all their politicians, he even told their Assembly National, he shut it down with that movement. So This is what I'm not seeing where you are coming from. Now, our youth, instead of them to do those things, to come together, unite, and hold our politician responsible, they will be watching BB Niger. BB
Mhm.
Niger. Some of them will be running after women. Some of them will be killing themselves with different color. Eh? When we have a big problem in our politics, in our government, they will be killing themselves watching Big Niger, BB Niger, all those kind of useless things that is not relevant. That's what they will be running after.
All the things that destroy societies, that they miss what is important, the protection of their inheritance. And I think part of it is because we don't even understand how blessed we are, how unfortunate we are compared to other people. And it's like a spoiled child. We behave like spoiled children. We have not even been visited by this first-rate war in this world. We have not even fought a power in this world. We are behaving like children, and we have outsourced our of survival to foreigners. And I can tell you right now, before this century is over, we are going to pay their price for it if we don't wake up. This is a dangerous state we are in right now. We are always asleep. Our men don't even consider. So I've heard men on this channel talk about foreigners coming to help us. We need to hire mercenaries. We need Oyibo people to come and save us. What are you doing with millions of people? You are asking another woman's husband to come and save you. Should, should you even have a right to go and sleep next to a woman? What kind of people are these? Any animal knows their job is to protect their next generation, their territories. Our men just sit there and thinking about the next side chick and thinking about the things that destroy nations, when they should be focusing on their inheritance, what their forefathers managed to leave for them. Our forefathers failed a lot in so many things, but they kept the roof up. The Red Indians don't have the roof up. The Red Indians were basically completely decimated. Go to Australia, the whole place was decimated. The fact that we are still standing today is a miracle. It's not because they didn't try.
All
They
right.
used biological weapons and all kinds of stuff against
Thank you.
us.
All right, thank you for that, Mr. Tunaija. Please, much later in the evening by 5 p.m., we have room for our discussion where you can come and, say as much as you want to say. We have enough time. This one we are time constraints, but this newspaper review is only for an hour, 10 to 11 a.m. We would like to touch other topics. There was a break-in at the Kuje prison. The issue of insecurity looks like it's going to linger longer than intended. Gunmen attacked the Nigerian Correctional Service, Kuje Medium Security Custodial Center, Abuja, with explosives on Tuesday. That was yesterday. The service public relations officer, Mr. Abubakar Umar, confirmed this in a statement on Wednesday in Abuja. Umar said that some yet to be identified gunmen attacked the medium security custodial center, Kuje, in the Federal Capital Territory about 10 p.m. However, men of the armed squad of the NCOS and other security agencies attached to the custodial center have responded. Calm has been restored to the facility and the situation is under control. Details will be made available soon. That's from the attack that happened yesterday. I'm still talking about the issue of this of informants. And now, for every time I read the news and you hear the chairman of this that, I'm sorry, but the happenings in my country has made me to be very afraid of a northerner. And I get to see that northerners are in charge of of strategic positions in the country. And one would think, are you really doing your job, or you're just allowing your brothers do what they want to do? Give me a reason why the likes of Atiku should be campaigning. Give me the reason why Kwankwaso will dare to say things like he's giving Peter Obi the golden opportunity to be a VP, knowing very well that the slot of a VP, the position of a VP in Nigeria is a very, I dare to say, dormant position. It's one where your opinions are not heard and not said unless the president is out of town or sick. And that is if you don't have some other person, some other supposed view president somewhere controlling the affairs of the nation. It's really sad and pathetic, I tell you, my people. It's really sad and pathetic. Um, we have here on our screen, I don't know if you can see what is on my screen, talking about soldiers and vigilantes. And yes, Somebody said something about the Nigeria as a whole having only 200,000 military men and active 100 of them. And these people are killed every day. I'm not sure we still have up to active 100 military people as it is, because they are being killed. These are people's husbands. These are people's fathers, uncles, brothers. They don't get to go back home. Why the government playing with the lives of the people? If you're not ready to squarely face these people, retract, which, call the command back. Let the military men go back home until they are ready to face them. Are they deliberately killing these people? So that, to me, it looks like a war is about to break out in this country, and it looks like it is just us that is not ready yet. We are still saying this bandit today. It is this bandit tomorrow. It is terrorist tomorrow. Next month it is unknown gunmen. Next tomorrow it is they're just bringing different names for these things. There you have it, guys. Another bloodshed on our land. And I've been asking people, are these Nigerians killing Nigerians? We used to be filled with love. We used to really, really love each other. We literally could travel to anywhere before. When I hear some of you, my people, call and say you are scared to come back home. So, what do you think is happening to us in Nigeria? How do you think we are living? We have come to that place where we can't even step out. You can't just stay and you like, oh, there's somewhere called Obudu Katiraj. Oh, let's go there. Let's go there for holiday. No, you can't even dare it in Nigeria. Walking on the road, it's you are looking over your shoulders. The other day, just yesterday on my way home, the tricycle keke napep in front of me, the tire exploded. You needed to have seen the chaos that it caused. I'll be moving on to another story, please. And this is from Okowa. Now we have another politician who has a missing certificate. I'm not sure I even want us to deliberate much on this. Well, Okowa has come. If you'd like to talk about this, this is for you. Okowa has come out to say that he was the second best overall student in Nigeria when he wrote his WAEC in 1990 something. That the this missing certificate, that it is political, that making it an issue in universities around Nigeria, where they wanted him, they gave him scholarship, and all of that story and all of that. So that's that about Okora. And yeah, I am saying, if you made such impact when when you wrote your WAEC, or you came out with such flying colors, um, Governor Okowa, then it shouldn't be hard for you to retrieve your certificate, even if it's a duplicate. It shouldn't be hard. I mean, you made such a mark. Please go get it. And then we have this. PDP awaits Atiku. Are you, my people, to the Atiku supporters that are here, to the PDP people that are here? Well, it looks like you people have to beg Atiku to go and do the needful by Governor Wike. I don't know why Governor Wike is even still loyal to PDP. I think this sheds light on Wike's credibility. Two, he is making his credibility to be questioned, his integrity to be questioned, his intentions to be questioned. Because why are you still associating yourself with these people? These people would do you such dirt openly. They would take away power from you. They'll take away such platform for you to to express yourself, or give you the opportunity to thrive, and you still want to be loyal to such a party, and you want us to listen to you or take you seriously as a leader. It raises lot of dust. I would like to go to Brother Nice. Brother Nice, if you are still with us, please unmute your mic.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm still with you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you want us to deliberate on? The one of the certificate, or the prison break, or which one?
I said the prison break. I said something. I said that I've noticed that most people, the strategic positions are being headed by Northerners, and these positions are positions that are failing woefully. not just the northerners, other ones that all the system in Nigeria are failing. They failed the systems in Nigeria. All of them. I don't even see the one that is from the Muslim clerics to Christian Association of Nigeria, the petroleum, the ASU, everything has failed. But I've noticed that strategic positions that are being held by the North, I am concerned because you can't just wake up and decide that you'll be breaking into Kuje prison. I don't think no anybody. There are informants. Do you agree to this submission, or you have a theory of your own?
Let me tell you, that Kuje prison that was invaded, that is inside job. That is what we call inside job. Those prisoners, they went to set free. There are a lot of Boko Haram prisoners that was arrested by the police and the military. So they don't have any other means to set them free, so that they know that if they give them pardon, Nigerians will react. So those our politicians working with a bandit, they work together and told the bandit to come and invade that prison to set those one free. Because if they do it the way Buhari did it the last time, Nigerians will not like it. So these are inside job. You people should know the way Northerners do their things. You see their Northerner brothers, those Boko Haram that they arrested. They want to give them pardon again. So they don't know the way to go about it. So they now told Boko Haram to come and invade that prison to set them free. It's very simple. Simple mathematics. Let me tell you, all those stupid things that they are doing, they think Nigeria don't know. We know. We are very intelligent people. If Abacha was alive today, all this rubbish would not happen. If Abacha military time, that is what we are seeing today. All this bandit Boko Haram that you are hearing, they will not be existing. Abacha don't take rubbish. He does not care if you are Fulani like him. When he catch you, we execute you instantly. This one, they are caressing their brothers. This government that is there, caressing them, spread them all over Nigeria to take over Nigeria. It's his agenda. That's the reason why I don't want to touch them. But very soon, all those things will become a thing of the past.
All right, thank you very much for that, Brother Nice. Amen. Mr. Collins, are you back? If you are, please unmute your mic, make your submission. Okay, Mr. Tunanja, please, you have the floor for another 2 minutes, sir.
Thank you. Regarding what some people say about the North, I think we really need to stop talking about the North as if they are some kind of foreign entity. They are our people that we have been here with for thousands of years. The only reason why they seem quite different right now is because they are Muslims. And we have to understand that these people, we have a shared fate. Our suffering is the same like theirs. And no matter how we get tempted to start talking about conspiracy and all the rest of it, it is not relevant. There is a greater threat out there. We don't own our lands. The oil that we're getting now, we don't own it. What is the point wasting time talking about petty stuff? Europeans slaughtered each other in the millions, and they still were able to look at each other and form the EU almost immediately after that. What have we done to each other that is so egregious? We behave like children, and yet we see great things other people have done, that they have managed to contain their petty grievances. What is wrong with our men that we behave like women? I don't want to say like women, like children, where we hold on to grievances that is against our greater good. The greater good is that we come together and resolve our problem. And people in the North, there are people like that have that vision too. We need to be reaching out to them and talking to them like, okay, we have common problem here, because clearly it's not only you that have this problem. Cameroon has the same problem. Niger has the same problem. We are all suffering. We need to work with each other to push
Naja, can I ask you a question?
This problem on us. Go ahead.
Can I ask you a question? Will you volunteer to go and talk to them the way you are talking now?
Yes, if somebody tells me, why not? Why not? I will talk to them.
Okay,
because you have to be honest with people.
You should start doing that now, not by talking on this platform. You should start going to the North now and talk to them to become your your
Do you have
tolerance and become your
no, no? Do
friend.
you have your channel? Did you have their channel? If you have their channel, I will go there
You
and
don't
talk to
need
the
to go.
brother.
You don't need to have their channel. Go to Nigeria, buy a ticket, and go to Nigeria if you are not in Nigeria. Go
I've
and tell
been
them
in
to
Nigeria
become
before.
your
Brother Nice.
yeah.
Everybody is entitled to their opinion. Please let's respect their
No,
opinion. And
this brother
moreover, this is
sometimes
why
and
this
and
is why
and
in
he has to
Nigeria
You see
reduce.
what I
we
mean?
hear
You see what I mean?
He
He's
has
talking
to reduce
about
Brother
the
Nice.
wait, brother. You know the reason why? Sometimes the word you are using the word of insult, which is not good. You need to be polite.
which
It's your
insult.
submission.
What is the insult? No,
You
say it
said
now. What
we
is the
are
insult?
talking like a woman. You said we are talking like a woman.
Okay, I apologize to women about that. Actually, we are talking worse than this in children here, because what we are doing is we are navel gazing on petty things when we don't even control our country. Do you think you control this land? Do you think it's the Hausa man that controls the land? If you think so, then you are not really reading the ruins. What is happening to
So
us here
that's
is that
Mr.
other people are
Tinaja, that's why
controlling
I
us.
asked you. That's why I asked earlier.
Yes.
Probably I didn't pertain that question to just you, but I asked earlier. I said, are they Nigerians doing this to Nigerians? I asked and nobody answered that question. That was actually
It's not
continuous. So
Nigerians,
let's
of
talk
course.
about
It's not Nigerians.
They are Nigerians, please. Can
See,
I come in briefly? I'm
let
sorry
me
to
answer.
interject.
Let me give you the reason why I said
please,
it's not
please let's let
the
Mr.
source of
Tinaja
this
round up. Mr.
stuff.
Tinaja, please round up,
Hmm.
please.
The source of this stuff is not coming from Nigeria. You know why? Because I've seen, even from here in the UK, I was able to tell that Boko Haram will never come to a deal with Nigeria. Many times the Nigerian government has come on TV and said, you know what, we've spoken to Boko Haram, we've had an agreement, all this is going to end. And I knew Boko
All
Haram will
right.
never hold on to it. Can you believe that a government is more eager to have an agreement with a terrorist group, and yet the terrorist group will refuse it? It tells you something is wrong. Those people are not normal. They are being used to destabilize our countries. Our country is surrounded by military bases. You think it's a joke? Nigeria is one of the few countries that don't have a foreign military base inside. Guess what is happening in our country? You think those military bases are there to support us? They are there to undermine us. Let him speak.
Anyway, if I'm given the opportunity to speak, I think this last speaker, you they talk like a white man. But let's say you don't understand what they go on. I'm sorry to use that word. You see, if you say this is not done by Nigerians, who are the people doing it? When they say there's a federal character and no Easterner is appointed into an important position in the country, who appoints these people? Is it not a Nigerian? Is it not a Nigerian president? The federal character is not being followed. And you can see that all the service chiefs, there's nobody from the east. And you see a lot of spurious videos circulating that they want to subjugate the east or the southeast, and even the south more than they have been doing. You see, they are not Nigerians doing it. A lot of people used to say the northern politicians, they know how to play politics. But me, I just look at them as people that they are using their politics to draw us back, to pull us back to decades backward. Because if everybody wants to play that kind of politics, Nigeria will not move on. The Southern, I think they're intelligent enough to know what to play because this is a modern world. And the Northerners are just playing this primordial politics. You see, if you say there's a hunger or degradation in their land too, that is it. They decided to do. Look, in about 1920, the Japanese populace, all of them, they became literate. If you are stopping education in the country, and who are the people at the helm of affairs stopping this education? Are they not the Northerners? If you stop education, people that are not educated, how do they know what are they supposed to do? Do they know? A lot of people protest in the streets of Nigeria. They don't even know why they are protesting because they are not educated. You see, when you give people education, people begin to know their rights and their wrongs. They know what to do. You see, look at all the positions. When the army, the NAPC, the NPDC, they are all there. So what do you expect the Southerners to do? So even if there are foreign destabilizers, if somebody has come to destabilize your house, wouldn't you tell the person, go away, I want to stabilize my home? You see, I think the accomplice, even if they are foreign people that are trying to destabilize the countries, there must be internal accomplice that are aiding the destabilization. So me, I blame our people because you cannot come and destabilize my home. I'm the head of this home. I must make sure my wife and my children, they are okay. So if I cannot do it, I cry out to all appropriate authorities to help me. That's what I'm supposed to do. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Mr. Kennedy. Thank you. Mr. Nsibidi, what's your submission?
Uh,
Do you
yeah,
also,
thank you.
Mr. I think Mr. Nsibidi, you are the one who said that that you think the attack on the presidential advance convoy is it's just a camouflage. It didn't happen, right?
No, no, no. I think it
It
was.
wasn't you.
Uh,
Yeah,
I'm the
I
one
Okay.
that
was
Do
just
said.
saying
you
that.
I'm the one that
okay?
said
So
it. Sorry.
do you think that the what do you think about the break in of and the release of 150 hardened criminals at the Kuje prison yesterday?
Yeah. Thank you. You see, uh, the breaking and all that stuff is that
I'm
obviously
sorry,
we
Mr.
know.
Ntibidi. I'm sorry to cut right in. Please, my people, those on the comment section, those watching me live, the number of likes they are not matching up to the amount of people I can see watching me here. Please, it only take you a second to just tap on the like button on the thumbs up. Please do so. The thumbs up is where you get to like. Please do so. That would help other people to easily access Ninja Watch. Please, 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 please do so. Thank you very much, Mr. Ntibidi. Please back to your submission.
Yeah, thank you. So I was saying that the for the prison, I think what I feel is happening there is it's all an agenda that some people are trying to fulfill at the detriment of their own people, most especially because there's no way you break in without an intention. Probably, like I said before, these people, some of these politicians, they are taking advantage of these criminals to at the detriment of the poor people in their society. So once they want to fulfill an agenda, they go and do some of these things. You hear it. That is why when similar things was happening in Imo State in the southeast, IPOB was coming out and saying it clearly that we are not the ones, so we are not the ones. But a lot of people did not believe that. Some people do not believe. They felt it was propaganda, or they are trying to. But is sometimes these things are done by corrupt. In fact, most times it's done by selfish, evil politicians. And they do that at the detriment of their immediate environment. The poor people are the ones that are going to suffer just because they are trying to fulfill a particular agenda. Then, sorry, let me just quickly, my brother Tunanja, I know him for some time. This is how he has always been speaking. So maybe people that do not know him will be shocked. But you see, like I keep telling Tunanja, even in other places where we've met, is uh, these people that we are saying they came in, like the last man who spoke before, I'm not sure of his name, but yeah, the one he spoke very, clearly. These people that are saying that they are coming from outside, they are coming from outside. They are coming from outside because of they know how you feel about the other people, so it's easier for them to infiltrate you. If you go to countries like Israel, for example, these people they have a lot of internal political wranglings, but I can assure you that they never carry their craze or their politics to their Ministry of Defense or to anything. Nobody can penetrate Israel, even if everybody is throwing punches in their parliament. I'm telling you, the next any aeroplane that will just fly near the border, not even inside Israel, they have shut it down. So that is to show you how people prioritize national security and cohesion ahead of politics. But what are we doing in Nigeria? Many of these politicians are allowing this thing to get into the country. Look at all the killings in the south, in the east, in the north, in the west, everywhere. They don't care. So let us stop making excuses for these people. Yes, we know nobody's. I said it here the last time. I'm telling you that we have had so many great African leaders that have risen up to, to fight for their people and transform things, and many of them were, eliminated by external forces, but through their own people. The same Congo now that is shouting that is welcoming the truth of Patrice Lumumba and everything. What happened? Was it not the government then that collaborated with Belgium for that man to be assassinated? The same Thomas Sankara that we all know that there's an external neocolonialist influence, in his assassination. Was it not still his own friend called Blaise Compaoré or whatever that was used to assassinate him? So we need to
Blaise
understand that
Compaoré.
before.
Blaise Compaoré.
Thank you. The same man was used, and that is not just somebody from the abyss. That is his friend. That was his friend. So we need to understand that before we as much as we are pointing to these people, which I agree that many of these people do not want our good in the continent, but as much as we are pointing, those three other fingers are pointing back to us, pointing to those people that are being used. What happened in Mali with the Dogons and the Fulanis? When those Dogons chief and the Fulani chiefs came out and decided to discuss about this thing and to end that conflict, what did they say? That there is no point for them killing themselves, that is only favoring them. That's they are neo-colonialists. And that is how they were able, they had to reason inside. They solved the problem from inside. Then the people outsiders could not infiltrate anymore. Why is the French military pulling out from Mali? Because the people inside have decided to use their brains and say, no, we know our tribalism, we know our ethnicity, or whatever, our sectional politics, but we must think of the greater good of our collective people. And that is the simple thing that Nigerian politicians have to do, especially the politicians from the north. So no matter how much you're saying somebody is coming, we know. But how would they have penetrated if you're not, if you are living in harmony with your people? Then finally, this Kwankwaso issue, I just want to say, I said it a long time ago in in another platform I said it a long time that from the beginning, even when all these things have not come out, that Kwankwaso will not support Obi. I mean, will not be vice to Obi. Because you need to understand Nigerian politics, how it is. Kwankwaso was somebody that did not even wanted, not Buhari, before Buhari got into power. And why did they want him then? They wanted him because of his stand. The man he plays a lot of northern regional sectional politics. They believed that he was the one that was going to push their agenda more, that was going to do a lot of things for them. If you don't know, they actually, the Buhari that many of us are shouting, some people are shouting now, they actually felt that he will not be able to do anything to favor them. They believe that he will be controlled by Tinubu and some other people from the south. So when I saw people saying, I just looked at it and I said, okay, maybe unless something has changed overnight, but I maintain that there's no way this man will come out be vice to Obi, because that is the kind of politics he has been playing. What did he say recently now that his people are coming out and saying that it was quoted out of a contest or something? You need to look at all the things he has been saying on channels. Tribal, divisive, all those things that he has been saying. And this is the person that we expected will come and do something that will be for the good of the entire country. So let us just understand that the main problem we have to start solving is from inside. All these people that have been, all these so-called politicians, especially the ones from the north, that will go to any means to prove a point, even at the detriment of their own people. So we need to start from inside before we look outside. A lot of countries everywhere, they have been attacked from outside, but
Okay.
you see how they are progressing inside.
Thank
Look
you
at China, India,
for
all these people have.
that, Mr.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Insecurity.
Yeah.
Can I just say something quickly about what he
Yeah.
said? Yeah, about Cuba.
I'm trying to get accepted.
You know,
Your time
Cuba.
is, please,
Yeah.
please, 1 minute, 1 minute,
Okay.
Mr.
Okay.
Tunisia. Just a minute,
Okay.
please.
I thought you said okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. You use
Thank you,
Cuba
DJ. Thank
as
you
an
for that submission. That will
example.
be all we'll be taking from you
Cuba,
today. It's
Cuba.
1 o'clock.
All these countries you talk about. that are doing these things. Yes, these two things can be true at the same time. You know that you can be fighting inside your house and somebody is setting fire to your house. It doesn't mean any difference. It means you should stop fighting inside the house and confront the guy that is burning the house down. That is what I mean by the greater threat, because your fight inside the house is not destroying the house, but some other person is trying to destroy you people with you people inside.
What they are doing is instigating, not burning it. You see, they do the instigation.
But what is the
Anybody can
difference?
instigate.
What is the difference? You know what I see in Nigerians? I see Nigerians as people that are doused with fuel. Like they are doused with fuel and they are waiting to be lit. This lady said it earlier on, that are we trying to head into war? This is because we have been conditioned this way. What is the difference between somebody burning your house down and priming the people, conditioning the people to fight each other? In the First World War, it took one assassination to light that fuse. In the Rwandan genocide, it took one plane crash. This is what happens in countries. If Peter Obi, God forbid, something happens to him today, you people don't understand the importance of security. All these people, the Mali you talk about, they are just papering over the cracks. There is still a massive security gap. The only country that has a reasonable security among the examples you gave is Cuba. And the reason why
No,
they're
I
able to do
said
it is
Israel. I didn't say Cuba. I didn't
oh,
say
Israel
Cuba.
definitely has a significant amount of security. It doesn't mean they don't have the detractors. They have every society. You always have other groups. The problem is
Are
that
they,
the
now,
ones
now let
that
me ask you: Are Israelis attacking each other inside? Forget about the
was it
conflict
not?
with Palestine.
Of course, they attack each other. Was it not an Israeli that
No,
killed?
no, no. I mean,
Oh
are
my God!
Israelis, not the Palestinian
Okay,
side.
okay.
I am telling you now. You are not
Thank you,
listening.
my
Was it not an Israeli that killed Menachem Begin, a prime minister? It
Thank
was an Israeli Jew that
you.
killed
Please
Menachem Begin.
don't forget.
Hello, good morning.
Sorry, your line is breaking up.
Emma, your net is breaking. Oh,
Ima, your network is bad. Your
Mr.
network is bad. Ima,
Please, I'm talking.
Ima, we cannot hear you. Your network is very bad. All
Yeah,
right.
Mr. Naija Watch, we can hear you, Mr. Naija Walk.
Okay, before Ima sort out herself, I would like to contribute on this situation. Good morning and good
Okay.
afternoon, one of you. Thank you very much for your
Yes.
time. Our last contributor, please, what's your name? Somebody who just finished talking right now.
it's too Niger.
Okay, Tunaja, thank you very much. I'm here to add to what Tunaja is saying. As you all can see that according to the newspaper review this morning, that terrorists attacked Buhari's advanced team in Katsina. Trust me, this is all put together by the devilish politicians. And for me to add to what Tunaja is currently saying right now, is for us to know that Peter Obi, as we speak, is not safe. Because what these guys are trying to do, they want to start from top. In case, God forbid, something happened to Peter Obi, somebody else can come out tomorrow that, oh, it happens to Buhari or whatever advanced team they are trying to talk about. I said it before on this same broadcast in the past that the popularity of Peter Obi as we speak right now, Peter Obi needs to protect himself. I understand previously he normally work on the street, go everywhere, take a series of interviews, go to the market on his own without no security. Yes, fine, that's absolutely fine. But at this particular time, for Peter Obi to be moving this massive movement, this is a movement. Peter Obi is not paying for this. I said it before in the past. A lot of people pay for adverts. Remember, what PVC, whatever, INEC, they used to pay for advert for people to come and get their PVC, if you guys remember. Now, everybody's on the queue for free. The same way Nigerians are on the queue right now to get a PVC to be with Peter Obi. For me, all I can say right now is Peter Obi, in case he's listening to us or any of us, our advice right now is for him to protect himself. He's not safe right now. These guys are already threatened by the movement. The only thing, we don't want to hear what happened to Abiola. We don't want to hear that. Our heart will be broken forever. Because the only hope we have right now after God is Peter Obi.
And if we miss this, there's no two ways about it. These devilish politicians will hold office probably for the next 30 years. Constitutionally, they're supposed to hold it for just 4, or going for the second time, maybe 8. But I'm telling you, they are going to hold it for the next 30 or probably the next 50 years. Remember how long these devilish, satanic politicians have been ruling us. I'm getting old. You that is listening to me right now, you are getting old. We are not getting young. We must take that decision right now and speak louder. This is why we talk about sharing our videos all the time. Some people think that, oh, maybe it's for our own selfish interest. No. Sharing a video, you're giving others awareness to know what is happening around them. Peter Obi must get his security in order right now. Peter Obi must be very careful who he visits right now, who he see, who he allows to his house. Peter Obi must be very, in fact, at the moment, my people, make una remember this date. Today is 6 July 2022. Peter Obi must protect himself. This one terrorist attack Buhari advance team in Katsina are all political oriented. And we cannot afford to be carried away by this. That is all I wanted to add to this. Ima, over to you.
Mr. Najawash.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ninja Watch. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you for stepping in. So I'm sorry about the network glitch on my part. Thank you, and we will take this accordingly. You guys, from Monday to Thursday, 5 p.m. is where the discussion goes on, and that is where you have lengthy time to say it as it is, to give your opinions, suggestions, and way forward on how to get this country to a better place. Or if you don't even have the solution, it's fine. Just come on and say your grievances. Let's know what is affecting and where it is affecting you, and see how we can put our hands together and repair our land or take back our land. This is just a newspaper review that takes place from 10 a.m. Nigerian time to 11 a.m. Nigerian time. So you see, the earlier you come out, the more time we have to dissect issues, and we don't have so much time to deliberate on the issue. So when given the opportunity to speak, you don't have so much time, so that other panelists could also make their own contributions. That being said, I'll move on to someone. Mr. Collins, you've been here from the start of the broadcast.
Ima,
You've not said anything. You're here now. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd
Ima,
like
please.
for you to make a submission.
Can
Ima,
I say
please.
something?
Before Mr. Collins, I think Brother Nice wanted to say something. Please, can you give him 30 seconds?
Okay, sir. Brother Nice, please.
Thank
Okay,
you.
yeah, I wanted to reply Ninja Watch for what you just said. You said the truth, but I want to let you know that Mr. Peter Obi is not an ignorant of all those things that you said. He's very aware of it. So, and somebody was on this platform that said the same thing as well, that he called, whether it's a spokesman to him or something like that, that this person said his security is tight as the one of President Buhari. So I think these people, they are aware.
All right,
as far as this movement is growing, they know that this is the next thing they have to do. They have to give them a strong security.
Thank you, Brother Nice. Thank you. Over to you, Ima. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Mr. Collins.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you for being here. It's good to have you here. Please make your submission in another 2 minutes, please.
Yeah, like about the security, if you watch the interview that Mr. Peter Big granted Arise News this morning, when they asked him when is he going to Osho for the campaign, he said something that they already have a date they are going there, but he's not going to make it publicly because of security reason. So he knows everything about when it comes to security. He knows. So I know that the team is taking care of that one. And the concerning about the Kwankwaso and everything they've been talking, I think Peter said it clearly that those people are also making him more popular, because the more they keep talking about Peter, the more he keep getting more popular. And the young man himself is not even angry. The more he also respond to them with love. And I think that is how things supposed to go, because he's a leader. As a leader, you have to take everything, soak it in, then and also encourage people live with love. And that is what Peter B is doing. There's a news yesterday I was hearing concerning the running mate. Even the man that spoke for P2B, the standing vice president, he said something that they are consulting with somebody, and that is somebody that have been like asking God that if the man, if everything work out, that would be a credible candidate. Because looking at it, even Kwankwaso, because there's a way God work. If you watch the way God is working in this election, He's working in a different way. That is one thing about how God does his thing. So now we also want to like everybody like Kwankwaso, Kwankwaso for nowhere. The young man that everybody like is gonna make the whole thing more even sweeter. The Baba Ahmed, something like that. So that thing that guy is gonna be a very good running mate to P2B because both of them will share the same ideas because they both of them knows they are very intellectual people. So for me, I'm not having any fear because the more they keep, if you watch in Chinese television, I think that is where PDP and APC feel like they can project their ideas and we keep talking about P2B. I just want them to keep running their mouth that way because that is the way they promoting P2B. And I'm not even scared. I just hope that because the ideas of Nigeria is something that no one can take away from them. So they have bought into the idea. You can't take the idea from them. So I just see
All
back to
right.
them. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for that brief submission, Mr. Collins. Thank you very much. Emerson, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, sir. Please unmute yourself and make your submission in another 1 minute.
Okay, good afternoon over here. Yes, 12:35 now in Germany.
Oh, great. Please
So,
make your
hello, are you hearing
submission.
me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you, sir. Have you been following us? Do you know what we're
First
talking
of all,
about?
yeah. First of all, I want to talk about the attack on President Buhari. If you can remember, during 2014 or 2015, he was attacked in Kaduna State just to make sure people think they are after his life. This is what Mr. Najawash is trying to say, that Peter Obi should be careful because they can use that and attack Peter Obi. Then later they will say, this thing happened to Mr. President. And that is why Peter Obi have to be careful. Then secondly, there is something I want to tell you guys that some people did not know. Most attack on community, the government officials knew everything about it. When in 2012, there's an attack that happened in Nasarawa State. When we get to Nasarawa by then, I was with them. I don't want to mention the work. When we get to Nasarawa State, they told us before they can deploy us to the community, we have to wait for somebody to come from Abuja. Then, are you hearing me?
Yes, please.
Then when the person came, then he told us that where we are going, when we see any attack, anybody you kill, you make sure you carry the person to your house. That don't shoot direct, but just scare them. Okay, we are deployed. Then in that 2012, I think in September or something that this has been long now. When these Fulani people wanted to attack, when say people are saying they are not for Nigeria, they are for Nigeria. And their camp is not even far from any village they attack. Their camp is not even far from any village they attack. When they want to attack, a call comes that all the military should report to the base. I want you people to go and verify what I'm saying. This thing happened in Agbashi, in Nasarawa State, Agbashi district, under Doma local government in 2012. When these people want to attack, they call from, I don't know from which authority, that all the military should report to their base. That is in 177. That is in this thing. What they call this? This the 177 battalion. They say everybody should report there because that is the military base that send their people there. So everybody return to the base. Then this Fulani, immediately the military leave that place, 9 o'clock, no, let's say 7:30, I think. 9 o'clock, the Fulani strike. 9 o'clock, the Fulani strike. There is no house, including the house of the chief of that village, that they did not put fire. Then now, the attack, that is before that time, the chief of Air Force, the chief of Naval Staff is from that, I think Air Force or Naval Staff is from that community. Then they're attacking the community. Then we went there. The Fulani, some of them dress well, they stay on the road. Where is this road to that bush where they're attacking, when they will get caught that they're attacking people? They refuse to show. Before the military get access to that road to go and rescue everybody, including the house of that chief of army staff or navy staff, something like that, they have burned the house, killed a lot of people. And nothing have then, before 2 days, Almakora, Governor Almakora is the governor by then, send mattress, yam, rice and the rest to come and give the people mattress and this to share for them, and 7,000. Bring NTA to be videoing him where he was sharing the money to the victim. So they know exactly what is happening. Anybody that said they are from outside country is a liar. They are not from any Niger. They are not from any Chad. In fact, their camp is not even far from where they attack. They know where they are. Then talk about Rabiu Kwankwaso. Rabiu Kwankwaso is a greedy person. Right from time, I know. Buhari came from one state, one village, one state from your own. And Buhari did 8 years. He want to go. And now you said Peter Obi should be your vice. Is it not greediness, for God's sake? This is pure wickedness. So what I'm telling Nigeria is that some of us Nigerians don't know. In fact, if you listen to what the North are saying to their people, they are telling their people. They're not telling their people, because I understand Hausa very, very well. They are telling their people that the reason why Christians are going for PVC, because they want to vote the Muslim out. That no Muslim should vote for any Yoruba or anybody that come from that side. That Tinubu himself is an old man, is sick, and the reason why some of them are going after him is because of they know he will not last. That Tinubu promised most of about 10 of them vice president. That who among how many vice presidents are they going to get? That they should not mind Tinubu. They are saying it. Kwankwaso is campaigning for Atiku. He wanted to draw Peter Obi close to him. After then, the last minute, he will step down. And that time, Peter Obi have no supporters again. And Peter Obi moves smarter than him. So what I want us to understand is that there is no attack. Even one person that they killed, that the government, one of them official did not know. I know what I'm saying, and I am one of them before. I know exactly what I'm saying.
All right, sir. Because of time,
we should stop saying that. Yeah, thank you very much. We should stop saying that for Niger. They are for Nigeria. Thank you very much.
We are going to be talking more on this tonight at 5 p.m. Our news review staff needs to round up right now. So everybody should please keep to your 2 minutes. You can expatiate on this later on at 5. We have a lot to talk about. We're talking about Peter Obi, recent interview, talking about this attack on the Buhari advance team in Katsina. And we're talking about the interview concerning Ambassador trying to push Peter Obi into the north and all that. So we are talking about a lot of things. This is if we still have anybody left right now that need to contribute, lead your 2 minutes so that the host can end the show. God bless you all. Over to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Niger Watch. Mr. Mike, haven't heard all that has been said by your fellow panelists. Kindly, what would you say to Nigerians living in Nigeria? Because we need something, just few seconds, something for Nigerians watching this. And also, Mr. Ebonso, if you go to the private chat to your left, to your right rather, there is a message for you. Please tend to it. Thank you, Mr. Mike. Please, you have the floor.
Oh, okay, thank you very much. What I want to say, what I just want to contribute is, when I look at the Peter Obi situation as far as the election in 2023 will go, I see his situation very similar to Jonathan election situation in 2011 and 2015. And in 2011, the way the election went was slightly different from the way it went in 2015. In 2011, Jonathan, the reason why Jonathan won that election was he won the Southeast, he won the South South, he also won the Southwest. That's why he won that election. Now, what changed in 2015 was that he won the Southeast, he won the South South, and then he lost the Southwest. Now, if OB can look at that scenario, situation scenario, and then understand that okay, this election coming up, the way it's looking right now is looking like he's going to win the Southeast. It looks like he's going to win the South South. But is he going to win the Southwest? Does he have that chance? If you ask me, I would say yes, he does. But he has to make certain move for him to win the Southwest. Because a lot of Southwesterners, such as myself, we are not really, our vote is in hanging right now at this point. We are not sure if we want to vote for Tinubu. We are not sure. Like someone like me, my support was for Osibanjo. But when Osibanjo didn't make it, and the fact that what Tinubu did to Osibanjo kind of made many of us feel so upset at Tinubu that that Osibanjo is younger and is more, I mean, agile, more qualified. Why would you just be so selfish and just say because you want to be so president so bad that you just kind of buy the votes, I mean, buy the delegates and kick him aside. So many of us have that hate feelings towards Tinubu and also feel like, okay, his age is not on his side and things like that. So many of us Southwesterners vote is in an hanging. Now, somebody outside of Southwest, either Tinubu or Atiku, either Obi or Atiku, have a chance to come and reach for that vote. But who stand a better chance between Obi and Atiku? I think Obi stand a better chance because one, the North just ruled, and many Southwesterners will feel like, okay, why should the North rule
Mr.
again?
Mike, I'm sorry to cut you in. I'm sorry to cut you in, Mr. Mike. You are supposed to give a submission to Nigerians watching the program. We've elapsed our time. But even better, by 5 p.m. today, like every other day from Monday to Thursday, we have our discussions. I think you're aware of this. Now this for you and every other person. You have enough time to make your deliberations and submissions and opinions. I just want you to give a submission to Nigerians. What do you have to say to the people of Nigeria watching this broadcast?
Well, what I was saying to be of Nigeria is people should find a way to end tribalism, honestly, and people should stop.
Okay.
People should just find if Nigerians themselves can find a way to stop, even if you have your agenda, whether you want your own country, you want separation. Tribalism is not the way to achieve it. If it even make it harder for you to get it. Whether it's Biafra you want, whether it's Niger Delta Republic, whether it's Oduduwa, whether it's Iowa country you want, you have better chance achieving it by being even more friendly to other ethnic groups because they can even give you more support because you can't do it on your own. So Nigerians and
Right.
all this insecurity and everything, people should just leave tribalism. That's a primitive mentality. It doesn't. It's not a way to achieve anything. Let's stop this Fulani. Yeah, they are Fulani men, Fulani terrorists. Yes, but let's now attack the entire Fulani tribe and make them look like we just hate them because there are many innocent Fulani people. They are good Fulani people. They are good Yoruba people. They are good Igbo people. They are good Nigerians. Let's isolate the bad people from the general population. These
All right.
tribalism things that we are doing is not going to help us achieve anything. So
All right.
Nigerians should
Thank you
come
very much.
together as a people.
Miss,
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Mike, on a lighter note, I don't know why people are George Bushell says, "Wow, glory be to God. Mike is now a born again. I love you now, Mike." That's from George Bushell. Another person is saying, George Bushell still is saying Mike has been missing in one man went to now. I don't get what that means, but People are happy that you are preaching the message of, the stop of tribalism, which is a good one. Thank you to each and every one of you from the comment section. Advance, Bushel, the mommy of all mummies. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Cleve Inze. Thank you for being here. Thank you. I can't go down to names right now. Mr. To the speaker before Mr. Mike, Mr. Ebonsi in Germany, I dropped a message for you in the private chat. Please, I'd like for you to turn to it. I'd like for you to look at it. If you look to your right on your device, there's private chat there. That's the fourth thing there. Please click on it. You see the private message. I need to hear from you. Please attend to it. Please, you guys, try and like this video as much as possible and share and invite someone to join this broadcast. Tomorrow we'll be coming your way again with more issues. We'll be talking about these issues and more later today in a couple of hours by 5 p.m. Nigerian time today. Please log in, click in early, as you know you don't want to miss out, especially if you want to join the live show. There are numbers to call in the show if you are not amongst the panelists. Thank you for having me today. It's such an honor. Thank you to everyone who made it today. Thank you. Please come out early. I'm going to be here tomorrow, 10 a.m. Nigerian time. Come out early so that we can do this, and I give you enough time for us to talk about the things affecting our country. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Please, let's show love. Let's help. Let's be vigilant. Let's security. The matter of security is, let's work with the government to do this. Let's work hand in hand. Thank you. Stay safe, and I wish you a better day. Bye for now.